Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Final Flash Podcast, episode 3. And I'm Gambit, as always. We're joined by my co-host.
I'm Emilio. I'm the guy with the sexy shirts.
Yeah, that's Hentai Guy, if you don't remember.
Hey, I got somebody asking on TikTok about where I get my shirts from. So there's an audience out there for everybody.
Spencer's.
Hey, no, actually, I don't get them from Spencer's. Surprisingly, Spencer's doesn't fit. Damn. So.
A little off the scale, huh? All right. First and foremost, want to give a huge shout out to Blood by Design for providing us with an intro and outro music. You guys are always great. Go check them out if you haven't already by their same name, Blood by Design, on YouTube.
Oh, thanks again for joining us. And today we're going to be hitting we're going to probably go on forever. But today we're talking about anime openings and endings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of like ending themes, but I do have a few that I just really enjoy.
There's a few rare ones. Because usually, the intro just goes hard. Like, it goes hard, gets you hyped up, and then the outro kind of like plays it smooth, and that's kind of like calming you down.
Well, like even like some outros for anime, just straight up is just like doesn't match the same energy of what we just watched. Yeah. So it's just like, it's just out of left field. Mm-hmm. Like there's like straight up just endings where they're just musical dance numbers from like an idol group. And there was just like this like bloodbath of an anime. Like, where the hell did this come from?
It happens, dude. Anything happens in anime. Anything and everything can happen.
I enjoy it.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, I wanted to say something before I forget. Me and Kat were talking the other day, and we're talking about One Piece, obviously. So we always talk about One Piece. But she asked me, like, what's going to happen if Oda dies before it's finished? Like, first of all, you shut your mouth. That's not going to happen.
You don't speak that shit into existence.
That's not going to happen. It's going to finish. But I was like, what would be really cool is if he knew his time was limited and he carved on stones poneglyphs and set them all around each continent, giving us clues to how the series ends or how to find the ending of the series.
Oh, that's just messed up in general.
Like, you got to go on a literal adventure just to finish One Piece.
Oh,
I think that's the ultimate way to do it.
That's just the ultimate way to be the biggest ass
right before you die.
Which is perfect. I love that.
It's the equivalent of Goldie Rogers saying, "The One Piece is real. Go find it."
No indications, no help. You'll figure it out.
Just Oda on his deathbed. The ending's real. Go find it.
Well, surprisingly, he does have the ending. He knows what it is. He's got it written out and everything. So we have the ending.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
just the matter of if he were to pass the lead up to how to get there is what we're really looking at, which I don't think anybody would write as well as Oda.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, it's the same worries I have for the Berserk manga that we have, because the creator died, and Berserk is just so good. It's going to be hard to match that same energy that the original creator had.
Oh, for
and
sure.
I'm hoping just because his editors were just that good and his assistants were that good that they'll be able to carry on that legacy to continue the manga for years to come until it finishes.
Yeah, but even that's rare. You notice a lot of the times when a creator passes, when it comes to anime or manga, like, they usually just shelve it and it's just done. Like, they don't try and finish it.
Yeah, no, it's more like a respect thing, I think, that they have there, that like, when the creator dies, their work dies with them.
There's like no attempt to pick it up or try it, so it's rare when it happens.
What was it? The anime was called Sigma, I think it was. Its creator died, and the manga and the anime just never finished. It's remained in limbo where it's at. And it's like one of those animes that'll just never end, and which is sad. But I understand why they do it,
Yeah.
But I do respect it if they do decide to continue half the time, because you have to know, like, when you're accepting someone else's work to try to continue, you're just like, the weight of the world is officially just on your shoulders, and you have to look at it like that. Like I give kudos to anybody who's continuing the Berserk manga, because I could not imagine taking all that on. Because what do we have? 3 movies, 2 different series.
Yeah,
and like and everybody's looking at you.
Yeah, it's like High School of the Dead. Like they released the OVA, but then they never continued the series because the creator passed away.
Right.
So we're just left open ended.
Mm-hmm. They always talk, and I always hear the animators at least always talking about maybe just finishing off the anime, but then they never say anything more beyond that. And I loved High School of the Dead. I know it's
fan service.
It is hot garbage. Like, let's just face it, it's hot garbage fan service. But I love it.
I love it. It's a good series. I don't care.
Yeah,
I do not care.
It's fun. That's all I cared about. It was just stupid fun. It was so unrealistic and everything, bits of it.
Like when he's shooting the rifle between the chest.
Oh yeah, like literal Matrix boob thing. Yeah.
You just see like the slow motion just jiggle of the recoil from the sniper rifle.
That scene will never be forgotten in the history of anime for the rest of its time.
Jiggle physics, man.
Jiggle physics.
It was such a good scene, though. Like, the animation was top tier. It was crisp.
For it just being a straight-up fan service anime, they put a lot of quality into that anime. And I love it. Even that opening for that one was just fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just hardcore metal.
I love that opening, dude.
Oh, yeah. I could jam out to that in the car at any time. For all though who have not seen High School of the Dead, I do recommend it highly.
Yeah.
If you're looking just for some fun trash show, that is your show.
Yeah, and I mean for all the fan service, I don't remember there being any nudity. Do you? I think there might be one scene like towards the end of the series, like episode 11 or 12.
Yeah, there's one. Depending on where you're watching it or if you got the DVD, there is like. It's when they're all bathing together in that apartment.
That's right.
That is the one scene, but that's it. As far as everything else, it's just like straight panties and boob brawl shots, and that's about it. But nothing else beyond that point that I can remember.
Yeah, it's pretty tame as far as fan service goes.
Oh, I mean, especially with all the other shows that are out there. I mean, if you ask me, today's anime is a lot more bold than past animes.
Sarah says, well, I'm not watching it then. Why? Because there's no nudes?
All he cares is about is the boobs. I'm telling you, he's like, I want to see some titties,
boobs and butts. Oh my god, dude.
He's not even denying it. He's right there. Hey,
prevert.
Hey, High School DxD is still there for you. But no, today's anime is like 100. I think is 100% more bold because we got what is it called? I'm gonna butcher this name, but Inoshiki Reviewers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we got Redo of the Healer.
Yeah.
We I don't think we've ever gotten something like those two back in the day, at least.
Oh no, for sure. No, you'd have to go online and like just dig to the dirty sites.
Yeah, it's like, and even at that, they say anime, but those are straight like right on the edge to where it's just straight hentai.
It's teetering, it teeters hard, like on the line between anime fan service and hentai.
Well, even Reviewers was just like, it's straight up. They had to just be like, no, this is pretty much hentai at this point.
And they took it off. They had it on there for a while, like at the beginning.
Yeah, like
they just took it off of the streaming service.
Yeah, because like the first, what I remember based off the first 2 episodes, it was there, but it was kind of tame, and then that 3rd episode was just like, nope, we're shooting all the way through there, and then it's just they're like, yep, nope, we're done, cancel it, get it off all services. Go to H Anime, watch it.
But I mean, they are good series.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. I am one of those people that I will watch those straight ecchi animes with the fan service because sometimes they're just fun to watch. There are others that are just awful, but that I won't watch. But some of those are just really fun.
Yeah.
I have not watched Redo of the Healer. That's the only one I haven't watched. I know of its existence.
I loved it,
and I haven't watched any of it, but I do. I do enjoy good revenge stories. So, you know, as long as we're good there, yeah, I'll enjoy it.
Oh, it's definitely a revenge story. And much deserved. I know a lot of people were saying that it went too far, but I was like, no, not for what he was put through. It didn't go far enough, in my opinion.
Based off what I read, it's probably close to what I usually read anyways. But I don't know if that's because me and you are just sick son of a bitches or not. Because when
probably just jaded, dude. Like, it just don't seem that bad to me. But then other people are like vomiting in their
but I also got
seats.
I also gotta ask, is that also because we grew up in the age of 2 girls 1 cup?
Probably.
And the Pain Olympics.
Or the guy in the glass jar.
Oh, so I gotta ask, is it because of what we grew up with the internet?
Probably. I think millennials are just more strong-minded because we saw a bunch of crap. We're like the technology era babies, so we grew up with it.
We were the pioneers of the internet. Like, the reason that there's so many restrictions now is because of us. We can say that safely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. Oh. But yeah, though there's just I just sometimes think is like, is it me? Am I just like in my mind I'm just like, this is nothing. I've seen worse.
Like, it's hard to... I can't tell people it's not that bad because to me it's not that bad.
Yeah, to us it's not that bad.
But I read like all the comments online and everything, and people are like grossed out by it. They're disgusted by it.
Yeah, no, like, and that's... I try not to bring it up too much in conversation in person because, again, I like gore, revenge type stories because they're just... I just like the gore elements and stuff like that. And then people are talk about those types of animes like they're just disgusting. I can't watch it. I'm just like... Is it me? Am I the problem?
You're the problem. We're the problem.
We're probably the problem. But I accept that it is definitely not an audience for everybody.
Oh no, yeah.
And if you don't like it, that's fine by me. I won't bring it up around you. Again, everybody has their own personal tastes.
Yep. Some people just don't get into like the gore animes or the romance anime. You know, everyone has their deal.
Yeah, And again, it's definitely anime's more bold today than it was back in the day, and I'm all excited to see where it goes, and also curious as to how much they're gonna push the line.
Right, like how we're gonna push the envelope, and what can we do next without getting like straight to hentai.
Well, I mean, it's so funny because like we also got World Harem too, and that's one I have read and watched, and I'm just like, man, they're just like. They're on that line too, and like they continue with it anyways. It's a series that didn't get pushed off a lot of sites, but man, was that so heavily censored. Yeah. Anywhere else that you watched it.
Yeah, and I think it's streaming on Crunchyroll, but there's a Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World.
Yes.
Yeah, that one teeters like hard on the line too.
Yeah, that's again that's another one that's just like. And I've actually read the manga, I think, and so I already know what to expect. I haven't fully watched it yet, but I know it teeters hard on that line for the anime. Like, they hold nothing back there.
Like, it's borderline hentai. It's just tame enough so that it stays on the streaming platform.
Yeah, it's just... I'm sure it's heavily censored, too. Just like World's Harem. It's just black bars everywhere.
Oh yeah,
because I don't doubt it.
Everyone knows what the black bar means.
No, everybody knows what black bar. It was what light. It was light at first, then it was clouds for Naruto, and then now it's just straight black bars. It's like we don't want to put that much production effort into it. Black bars. That's in my mind. That's how I see it. It's like, how do we do this cheap, fast, and effective so we could get this out on time every week. Black bars. Just throw black bars on there.
Simple black bar and you're good to go.
How much of a black bar? Just put it on half the screen.
Oh, man. Speaking of gory, but not too gory, there is an anime I like to recommend to people. It's hard to find, and it's on my anime shelf. It's a completed series already, but this is it. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it over here. There you go. The name is in German. The name is Übelblatt, and that translates to Blade Master. I think. I don't speak German. But from the rough search I did, a long time ago. It does translate to something like Blade Master.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty good. Some of the opening stuff is kind of like hardcore. It's not sexual. Well, it's sexual.
I mean,
but it's sexual in a messed up way.
If I remember, the sexual stuff isn't as hardcore at the beginning. I think it gets more hardcore even in like further ones.
Yeah,
because they've kind of established what kind of book it is at that point.
Yeah, and it's a really good read.
I think I'm halfway through it,
and I love this series.
But I do know it's complete. There's no more for it. So
it's complete. It goes from volume 0. Show it. Volume 0 to what is it? 11. So there's 12 volumes in all. It's really hard to find, but fairly easy if you go to like Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But
or if you know the totally legal sites that exist.
Oh yeah, those. Don't contribute to the problem.
Yeah, don't pirate. It's awful.
It's very awful.
It's very awful. Spend all your money and support all the creators and their efforts, especially if you're a broke college kid that ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. Again, we're the problem. We know.
Oh yeah, we know for sure. But yeah, just something I wanted to recommend because not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised that that is one of those that doesn't got like an anime season that I know of. Mm-hmm. If there is one, it's so obscure that we don't have any idea about it.
Yeah, it definitely deserves one.
It definitely deserves. If we got stuff like Vinland Saga, I don't see why we can't have something like that come out. Because I mean, Vinland Saga is pretty. In terms of its fights, are pretty bloody. You know, decapitation, all that. It's Vikings, so you get the idea. I don't know why I'm crossing my arms like I'm some professional.
Yes. And with the little corncob pipe.
Now mine will be the one with the bubbles like SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, no. I one of these days we'll have to get together and just like pull up all of our manga recommendations because I know there's tons that me and you read.
Oh yeah.
I will have to preference with also mine saying a lot of my stuff is pretty gory.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like I'm pretty rounded out now. Like I like everything now.
Oh yeah, I like everything, but a lot of my recommendations will also have some gore in there, and I give heads up to be like to people like, hey, this one's particularly like pretty gory and messed up, so be warned by that. Or like this one's like this is a straight cute romance anime with just cute moe girls. That's all it is. And it's like, how do you go from one to the other? Don't judge me.
Yeah.
I like what I like.
What's also a good read is the Parasite books.
Oh yes, for anybody who also don't know, Parasite the Maximum is also a very good season. One season. No more after that, and it completes up fairly well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mangas are more explicit with what they have in there, though, aren't they?
Yeah, a little more gore in there than what was seen on TV.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what some people had a problem with Tokyo Revengers in the second season. Like, it's I know it's hard sometimes to translate manga panels with especially those dark shadings to like anime now, especially with anime's art style that it is now. I think me and you have talked about this too. Like Devil's a Part-Timer, that first season compared to the second season is more bubbly.
Oh yeah, and I do not like that type of animation style.
Right, and it's more common now, and I don't know if it's just because it's cheaper or just what they're using to animate now. But it's if you look at past animes to current animes, even with One Piece, it's more bubbly than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's for some reason I think it's a lot harder because of that to translate the dark manga panels that we have with hard shadings and stuff like that to transfer into the animation style that we get now. Because like even when watching Devil's a Part-Timer, like certain scenes that I know are supposed to be like really dark and like edgelordy type stuff still feels super bubbly, and I don't like that.
It takes away that type of animation. Kind of takes away from it,
right?
Like it feels. Oh man, how do I explain it? It feels incomplete, I guess, is what I should say.
And like That's why you'll notice in current like One Piece and with Luffy versus Kaido, like the animation changes so drastically. Why? Because if they continue with just the regular animation that they do, it feels too bubbly. And like that's why we see hardcore animation shifts during the fight scenes with Kaido, because there's no other way to get a good look, I think, without doing a different type of style and trying to get rid of that more bubbly look.
Yeah.
And that comes from more of a, I think it's a good team of editors and animationists. I know I'm saying that wrong. Animators. Thank you.
Animationists.
It
might be a word, man.
My mind just blanked. But like, yeah, I see that more with like One Piece. You'll see that most episodes are just the bubbly characters, but once the fight scene happens, the animation just drastically changes into this more darker style that allows for more expressive, I say, initial animation than what we get with the bubbly art style.
Yeah.
And bubbly art style has its place, but just
for sure.
just not in certain animes that I like, that I know that should be dark and like have these really gritty scenes. But that's about it.
Yeah. Man, I was gonna say something and I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hey, don't let me talk forever. You know I'll do it.
Right? I know you will. I'm like, You
gotta interrupt me at some point.
Shut up. No, it's kind of like a Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Those early series, they had like the hard line type of animation. Like that really like just hard edge type of animation. And then in Super, you see it get a little more bubbly.
Yeah, it's got that bubbly art style. And I'm assuming it's just because of the advancements we have in anime.
Probably.
But
plus, I mean, it can't be cheap, you know, because I mean, most of these hard lines are just like actual sketches from the manga artists and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's just a lot harder to animate,
it's
which
like
is
time consuming. Probably costs a hell of a lot more.
Well, what it really costs is time, you know, and with as little time that animators have to work on some of these episodes sometimes, which is why, like, you know, My Hero takes a whole year before we get another season, is because they just need time. There's no way that they can turn it out that quick, you know.
Yeah.
We can all like to think that you know, we could hit that back to back, but I just don't think they have the manpower or the time, you know, with on top of other animes that they're working on to do it, you know.
I mean, and plus, I mean, they're expensive to put out per episode. I think One Piece is like what, like over $1 million now per episode. It costs like over $1 million just to put out an episode,
and that's not even including, you know, animators who aren't even being paid well. You know, even just like, I can't imagine like assistants or anything like that to those animators. I can't imagine what type of pay they're looking at.
Oh, dude, it's like crumbs.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, in the first place, there was that whole deal a couple years ago how, you know, artists aren't really getting paid all that well in the industry. In Japan, anyways, which is where most of anime comes from.
Yeah, no, it's sad to see, and I think they should get definitely more credit, especially with as much as they're churning out. And I can't imagine, you know, and I'd have to look at like the whole economy as a whole for the company, but I can't imagine that they're hurting, you know. But again, they're not like the US where we base our sales off of like toy sales. A lot of what we base it off is not what the movie will make.
Merchandising.
The merchandising will make, you know. And I don't know if animation studios get a cut of that, and I'd assume possibly, but you know,
maybe.
But again, it's not America, you know. That's what we based it off.
I mean, Americans, we protest and like we make our voices heard when we're unhappy, and a lot of the Japanese culture isn't like that. They're very passive.
Yeah, you know that's why they have such a hard time in like the dating scene. I've heard things like they want foreigners to come to Japan to, you know, to help with that kind of solitude, you know, because a lot of them are very shy. They don't like me and you. We can go up to a random stranger and talk to them, and they'll talk back to us. You can't do that in Japan.
Oh yeah, no. They're gonna look at you like, I don't know who you are. Please leave me alone. Don't rob me. Here's my purse. I don't want your purse. I want your conversation.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I had my mom and dad have lived in Japan, and they can tell you that it's people there are very kind and they're very helpful. but they are definitely like 100% very shy.
Mm-hmm.
They won't just come up to you randomly. It's and it's
yeah, that is true, Kevlar.
you're right that they also do have
they have a baby crisis right now because not many people are
low birth rates.
Yeah, I didn't want to say like not many people are having sex, and
yeah, low birth rates is the way to say
people are refusing to have children. They don't want children.
Yes,
and America's kind of going through the same thing right now.
Oh
as well.
yeah, we're catching up to them, which is kind of funny to think about. Like as much as we're outgoing, it's not due to our shyness. It's more to do with our us separate from Japan. Japan has more to do with they're just really shy. It's hard to date.
It's hard to initiate things in their culture because that's not how they're brought up.
And let's not forget, 80% of Japanese people live with their parents till they get married and move out. So it's a very different culture compared to our culture. It's different too because it's not because we're not outgoing. It has more to do with societally us as men are having trouble asking out women, and women right now in American society just know what they want and they don't want to settle for less from any type of men. It's amazing to see how two different sides of the coin, and yet we're experiencing almost the same problem.
Yeah,
but it's interesting to see and look at comparing one culture to another.
Yeah, I know the crisis is so bad. Like most of the population are old people. Getting to the point to where they're passing away fast.
Yeah,
there's not enough, babies to recuperate those numbers.
Yeah, they're really having trouble more in the government area because because they need more younger people to go for the governmental roles because the people that are in the government are dinosaurs, for lack of a better word.
Same with our government.
Oh, yeah.
They just don't want to give up their seats, though.
Yeah, no. It's opposite problems. Yeah.
But same, but different.
Yeah, it's interesting. Same, but different. Ours is mainly money issues.
That is true, too.
That is true.
Oh, yeah. Americans as a whole are just greedy.
We're just so greedy. And, even now, we're having a problem, rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, especially right now. And
let's not get too political.
Yeah, let's not get too political.
This ain't that type of show.
But yeah, that's basically it. But Japan is having a problem where they need more younger people in the government.
Oh yeah, they're even encouraging foreigners, not for government jobs, because I don't think you can get one. Even
not even
even if you become a resident, like a citizen, you cannot go for a government job.
You cannot go.
It's just they
don't, as long as you get married in Japan and you have children, those children are able to, but not you yourself.
Yeah.
But their culture is, again, very much different than ours. Like in Japan, they have only Japanese restaurants. Only Japanese people can eat at those restaurants.
Oh, yeah. There's Japanese-only restaurants. And
yeah.
I mean, people say, that's kind of racist, but I mean, it is. It's hard to disagree because it is.
If you're looking at it from our standpoint as Americans, yeah, that is 100%.
Because they will tell you shoo, go.
Yeah, they'll straight up say
they'll point
you're
to
not
the sign,
Japanese.
You can't come in here. Sorry, there's another restaurant down there. They're racist, but in the nicest way.
it's
but it's just it's another cultural difference thing.
Yeah, it's don't get me wrong, it's racism, but it's not meant to be
it's not the American type of racism.
It's where I hate you and I don't want you in my store type of thing. It's more no, this is only for my people and us to just eat here.
Yeah, we don't want tourists packed in here, and this is a place for Japanese people who live here, who can enjoy a meal comfortably, and then there's the wild places for all the tourists and stuff over there.
Yeah, no, and I understand why they do it to lessen the tourism on one side and to attract them more over here, so it gets crowded out there, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a small island.
Yeah.
It's not huge. It's huge in terms of land, but it's not huge. It's not like America.
Yeah, you got to think about it this way, people. You can travel up and down England one day.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could do that in England and just put that over Texas, you would still overlap at least once, just from driving one end of Texas to the other for England. So imagine Japan. It's almost like similar to that.
Yeah, it's not a huge country.
It is not, and
then especially for all the tourism, that gets traffic through there for nerds like us who go just to go.
Yeah,
visit.
just to go. Yeah, because that's one of our plans, to go out there. But that's going to take a while after some research where we can go and where we need to go.
Yeah. Plus, I want to visit some onsens and...
Yeah, only a few accept
tattoos.
Tattoos.
Like, I think only 3 or 4 in the whole country accept, tattoos. And you just got to do some research on it. I know there's lists that tell you which ones do and don't. I've seen them before. Just
find a Yakuza-owned onsen and just go...
Oh, yeah, because that's a great idea. Speaking of Yakuza, there's not a whole lot of, Yakuza business anymore.
Well, no, because they cracked down on it so hard in the early 2000s?
But even still, they're still there. It's just hard to tell because a lot of them don't get the tattoos anymore.
No.
They fit in with society more without having the tattoos.
Based off this is based off only my knowledge.
And this is just research I've done.
Yeah.
I don't live there. I don't know.
The Yakuza used to be more open. You'd have the tattoos and you would claim which branch you were from. Now it's more... secretive, and it's you don't know who's really with who, and you would never know, just based off talking to them now. It's much more secretive than it was before, just because of the laws that they've placed in Japan to crack down on the Yakuza type, It's interesting to see, though.
It is, but I mean, even with the it's not a stereotype, but they say Japanese people are really nice. There's also recorded instances in where natural disasters of Yakuza came out and helped people with clothing, blankets, food, water. So I mean, even that's just interesting. They're interesting as a whole, just as a culture.
Again, this is just little research. I had to look up because I was curious, but it's very interesting to see how the culture differs so much from ours, and how. You can get a pack of cigarettes or alcohol from a vending machine in Japan, and they don't worry about any kids going and doing that. You could never do that in the U.S. We would abuse that system.
They're behind the counter. The clerk asks to see your ID card, and they will they scan it now. Yeah, they scan it.
They scan it. They got the little UV light, and they're
Give me your fingerprint real quick. Yeah, not here. But over there, I mean. No one really does anything. It's a relatively safe country.
Have you seen the YouTube Abroad in Japan, I think is what it is?
I might have seen a few episodes. I think I know what you're talking about.
I forget if it's Abroad in Japan or one of the other guys. Or A Day in Life in Japan.
That one I've seen.
Yeah. He did on a package delivery company. And literally, they'll just take packages for businesses and just set them in front of the business in the middle of the street and just leave it there with nobody to sign to pick it up or anything. It's just there. I can't imagine doing that here.
I don't know, dude. Even when I get packages delivered here, I'm waiting at the door. Okay, it says it'll arrive today.
Because people here just don't care. They will rob you. And their face will be on camera and they just flip you off.
Or just... See ya.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, that is true. Their kids walk to school from an early age. Japan it's safe.
You
can do all the research you want. It's one of the safest countries, if not the safest country.
They have toddlers and go shopping for them with a list to hand the clerk to help. That's what it blows my mind.
Right. It would definitely be a culture shock if someone who's not familiar with Japanese culture just goes and visits. You see these little kids just walking around. There's some American over there worrying about the little kid.
Yeah, no, I'm just amazed by that. Oh yeah, and they take the train. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Now that's where they do start to have a problem. I think it's
oh yes,
what do they call it? G-con? I think it's G-con.
Yeah,
which is being groped on a train.
Yeah, that's a women. That's a problem that women face in Japan, and it's a very prevalent problem.
I think it's Chikon.
Yeah, it's with the C,
not with the J. It's C. Yeah, Chikon.
Yeah, it's very prevalent in Japan. It's amazing. Like they even have some like when there's a lot of they have hands up rules where you have like all men have to just keep their hands up until the end of the train ride for schools, just because that's how much of a problem it is.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. I put my hands way up. You ain't gonna get me. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, like for some that have heavy like flows of students on a train, that is what they'll do. They'll make people be like hands up and just hold your hands up throughout the entire train ride.
But I mean, aside from that, women can walk around midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
No worry in the world.
Yeah, no, it's...
Here is way different. Like, you got your partner and your partner's partner and your best friend and him over here recording, and, like, you got a group just to feel safe walking, like, past 8 o'clock once the sun goes down.
Kevlar says, what keeps their pecker down? LOL, JK. Here's the tried and true method. You do the tuck. You just tuck it in the waistband and you pray to God.
Just tuck it in the waistband.
And hope for the best.
Hopefully you have drawstrings, just tighten it up. Or the belt, tighten the belt. You're good to go.
No one will ever be the wiser. The train is so crowded, who's going to know? But yeah, no, it's a very...
Gross. You are sick people.
Hands up, pecker taped. Oh man, yeah, all y'all sick-minded people. Oh man, I'm amazed by what they can do in their culture that we could never get away with in the U.S. Just some of that stuff just blows my mind. And again, they still have their own problems.
Yeah,
and it's very prevalent. Like, if you've seen some of the here on streaming services, you'll see lives where just some men will just go up and grab foreign women, like put their arm around, no asking for permission or anything like that. And again, that's some problems that they have, but I think it's more rare than you see than here in the U.S., where I know like people do that crap all the time.
Oh yeah, and all the catcalling, which isn't as bad as it used to be, because now women just like record you.
Like, they call you. They call you out, and yeah,
which is good. Good for y'all.
Yeah,
keep doing that.
Nobody likes to be catcalled, really.
Yeah, I do.
But we're men.
I would love it if a woman just like catcalled me as I was walking down the street. Like,
again, we're men. Stop. we would love that kind of crap. Women, I'm sure they get too much of that crap.
They get tired of it.
I can't imagine like the straight up just like sexist comments that they get, and like I don't think we could ever get something like that as men, at least as far as I can tell. And again, that's probably because we've never had that happen to us.
It's just a compliment for us, like, all the time.
Like, what is it like? Men get like compliments on how good their looks is like 3 times out of a year.
Maybe that.
Yeah, so it's funny.
Told my beard looked good this way. I've never changed it since. It's like, oh, that's a compliment. So we'll just keep this style. That works for me.
Someone told me it looked good. It's staying now.
Oh man. Look where you live. It is true. All right, but back to anime, because we have ventured way off the path. Not too far off. We're still talking about Japan, but way off the path of anime. I did in the last couple days. I've seen 2 shows. I've seen Blue Lock, which was amazing. I didn't know if I'd like it because I'm not very huge on the sports animes.
Yeah, there's very few sports animes. Like Slam Dunk is one that everybody really likes. I never did get into it like super hard as much people. It was enjoyable, but it's not like one that I Shield 21 treasure most.
Yeah. I knew I liked it. I think I was like 4 or 5 episodes in, maybe. I found out I liked it when I was laying in bed, and I'm lazy. I'm laying in bed. My girl's next to me, and she's watching YouTube. and I have the laptop like on my chest, so I'm just looking at it. Just laying down with the laptop on my chest, staring at it. Adjusted the screen so that like I can see it perfectly. And I got my headphones in so I don't bother her. I'm just like, I'm getting pumped from the anime. I'm getting pumped, so like,
you want to go to that moments where you're just like
my adrenaline's rushing, so I'm like, and I'm not paying attention because I have my headphones in. So and she turns around and looks like, huh? She's like, nothing. I was like, was it because I was breathing hard? She's like, yeah. Sorry, I'm really into this.
I don't think anybody will ever understand how like hardcore anime fans get into like their anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I was getting pumped. Like I wanted to go and buy a soccer ball. Never played soccer in my life, and I was gonna go start training for the World Cup.
Like
30-year-old man, I'm gonna start training.
I know you've been there with me and done it before,
Mm-hmm.
where there's like just a huge fight scene in the anime and like character gets like a good punch and we're both just screaming at the TV like it's the like it's the like football like fucking season, like the big championships.
Yep.
We're just,
y'all got Super Bowl, we got anime.
I'm the same. Like I get too into it. Like I'm just like screaming at the top of my lungs.
It's one of the prices we pay, man.
like legitimately, that was like Demon Slayer Season 2, Tengen versus one of the lower 6.
Mm-hmm.
That whole fight I was just so into.
Forget that. I was like all hyperventilating, like pumped up, full of stamina on Season 1 of Demon Slayer. When he does was it the fire breathing?
Oh, the sun, when Tanjiro does the sun breathing.
Yeah.
I think
when he did that, like that, I got so pumped, dude. It's like, all right, time to go to the gym. Let's keep the same momentum going. We're gonna get anime buff.
Oh man, like legitimately, when I'm at the gym and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it, I'll literally go and watch like epic fight scenes to really get me in that mood. Like, yes, I want to be as strong as All Might.
I just opened up my anime music playlist.
That too.
Man, you get the right song and you're on the treadmill running. You're like, all right, let's kick this up to 12. Knowing damn well you can't do 12. You're doing 8 and you're having a heart attack, but let's do 12.
The person's looking at you because you're breathing so heavily, like...
Just turn around, just... We're good.
We're good.
If you see me fall, pick me up, but we're good.
If I fall, just like, put me on my side and we'll be alright. Just leave me there to wallow in self-pity for a minute.
An embarrassment.
Yeah.
Oh man, but the other series I watched was season 6 of My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are both like 20 plus episodes. Like I think one's 24 and My Hero was 25.
Mm-hmm.
Finished those in just a couple of days, 2 days. Took one day to watch each.
Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna be waiting for a while for the next season too, and I can't wait.
That it was so good, dude.
Ready to see the America's #1 hero.
Oh, Star and Stripe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Star and Stripe. I was like, oh my god, I am so invested already. And you just see her in like the last like little clip of the last episode.
I think one of our friends was like, "Mommy."
Mommy.
He's like, yes, crush me between your thighs.
It is what it is.
There has been a lot of good anime recently, and I've been enjoying a lot. Again, like Tomo-chan is a girl, like that. Again, one of those series that I've been reading for a while. So glad to finally have it animated. We've had Blue Lock, we've had Spy Family, Buddy Daddies.
Haven't seen it yet, but it's still on my list.
My Dress Up Darling.
Loved it.
Yeah, so like, I've been loving a lot of good animes that we've been hitting recently. Especially, I had to take a break for a minute too because we were hardcore on that isekai train, and like we were like, what was it like? Almost all through 2020, we were just hardcore on that isekai train.
I think it was, yeah.
Like,
I mean, there was a few shows that shined, like The Rising of the Shield Hero.
Of course, yeah.
That one definitely like shined and like outbeat the rest.
Yeah, that was I was excited for that one, but then we were hardcore into that.
Reincarnated as a Slime was another one in the same like general time frame when all the isekais were coming out.
Yep, Reincarnated as a Slime.
Loved it, dude.
Loved it.
Those are just
we're still
great.
getting more seasons, I believe. Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for those that are those who don't know. We just got an announcement for Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3, so
That was what? Was that earlier today or yesterday?
Earlier today.
Okay, yeah. So, I was like, I know I saw it, I just can't remember.
So we are getting another season, and I'm pumped because I love that show. Loved the manga. I know they have the whole book series, but I don't think they have it fully translated in the U.S.
Like the first episode of Shield Hero like set the entire tone. It was like an hour-long episode, and like the whole thing, you knew you were gonna love the show just from that one episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like, it's one of those very shows that's like it's like one of those shows that like immediately captures you on the first episode. You know whether you're gonna like it based off that first episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's rare because sometimes you gotta watch like 2, 3, 4 episodes in.
There are just some shows that just like all right, let me give it a minute, maybe we'll get better, and then it's just like nope. Not gonna do it.
There's only a couple so far that I have not been able to finish. One's called Tact OP. It's like a musical. Like music is banned because some aliens came down and music attracts them, and they go on a rampage. So
don't think I've heard of that one.
There's composers who are like fighters, and then I think it's singers.
Oh, you know what? I've seen clips of this show.
I like the premise because it's so new. But I can't get into it.
Yeah.
I got like 4 or 5 episodes
People love it, though, don't they? Yeah, I remember that.
I personally can't, but... I mean, give it a watch if you want to.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Maybe I can get through it, you know.
Twin Star Exorcist.
Don't even get me started on that one. I'm like... It's a show with so much potential in the in anime form. It has so much potential... that it does nothing.
I watched till episode... Aside from my better judgment, I watched till episode 26. Just, maybe it's going to get better.
Right, you're like, maybe I just finished the first season and things get better.
Did not get better.
Did not, like...
It just doesn't pull you in. Like, you don't get invested.
And, like, it's... For an anime with such a great opening theme, and, like, a great animation sequence for that opening theme... doesn't translate anywhere at any point to the anime. Like, even the anime fight scenes were just lackluster.
I just could not... Like, I tried so hard to want to like it, but it just don't...
You know, it's like in my head, I was like, maybe I should just try the manga and see if the manga's better, you know? Because maybe it's completely different from the anime. But the anime turned me off so... Like, I went 26 episodes... And got to that point where they had the first major fight scene, and then like it was like Tokyo Ghoul all over again. That payoff was just not there. It was just I was just like, oh yeah, that left a sour taste. I can't continue. And then even at that, by the time they got to their second season, they didn't do anything at all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Kevlar said, I still haven't seen season 2. I'm assuming he was talking about Shield Hero. I haven't either. Just so you know, like, I'm catching up on all the previous seasons right now.
Hey, it's all right. You got time because we're getting to season 3. Season 2 really expands more on like the world and the gates is what we're getting to.
Yeah,
like what's going on with all that, and we get some more information about the heroes from the other world. So definitely, when you got the chance, check that one out. I do love Shield Hero, and their animation's still top tier.
Oh yeah, for sure. But today's episode was about...
Oh yeah, we got to get to it. Today's episode
openings, ending songs.
Oh yeah,
love them.
Yeah,
this is one of the episodes where you don't have to do a whole lot of research because you already know so much about it.
I'm just gonna tell you, if I can jam out to it in the gym, in the car, anything like that, yeah, it's going on the top tier.
Stay away from me. Don't be sick.
I'm not. I just happened to have a sneeze right there.
But you want to kick it off?
Oh shoot, yeah. I'll kick it off with just some good old JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, I think opening number 2. What is it? Bloody Stream.
Bloody Stream.
Bloody Stream. That's gonna tell you whether you are gonna enjoy the rest of JoJo, because that first season's not the greatest, but man, once you get to that opening and the second part of JoJo, oh yes.
What's going on here?
My Friends I Hate, which is, I'm assuming my nephew, who's on my computer right now.
I was like, I know that's you. That's your tag.
That's me.
Oh, why is it there? And you're here.
He's probably on my computer. He says Chainsaw Man.
Beautiful opening. I just started Chainsaw Man today.
Yes.
Beautiful opening. I love the artistic scenes. I love the music, especially like
the references and just the opening. The animation's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
I do not see how Chainsaw Man's opening will not ever be a good opening in future for all anime. Like, this is going to be like the point where, like, hey, our anime better be just as good as that from now on.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be iconic.
It sets the bar high for anime openings. Then, for those who haven't seen Chainsaw Man, get on that, because that is a good show.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm on episode 3. Like, I just started today, then I had to go stream with my buddy Seraph, and then I had to do some housework, so I had to stop it right there, which I was irritated. Like, dang, I want to finish it, but I got stuff to do, so I can't.
Kevlar Ichigo says, Yu Yu Hakusho's.
That is a classic opening.
That is...
I love that opening.
Dun, 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 dun.
And you see her flying in on the broom. Like, it's great, dude.
Oh, like... I don't think anybody who wouldn't guess that opening right off the bat as soon as you started playing it. Like, as soon as that first few notes hit, you know what you're about to watch.
Yep.
it is easily, like, in the Hall of Fame of openings. Like,
oh, yeah. That's one of those, you hear it from, like, the other room, and you go, is that you? Yep.
you know what it is. It's never going to be like, it's never going to be one of those animes. I have no idea what that is. I don't think another anime opening has that kind of similar theme close to that. That's just how recognizable it is.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Another one I love is Welcome to Demon School. The opening for that one.
Yes.
Like the first season, the opening is so beautiful, dude. It's got like that 90s vibe to it, especially for being when did it come out? 2020? 2021? No, it had to have been like 2019, 2020.
I think it had to be 2019 because we didn't get a second season for a good bit there because of COVID. COVID was the main reason we didn't get another season right away. But yeah, no, like...
Yeah, just that opening it's beautiful, dude. I love it. It gets you pumped. You got that 90s feel to it.
I love
like
the
so retro.
I love the dance, the characters. Dude. It's so fun. And Kevlar says, anybody seen season 4 of Yu Yu Hakusho or...
We've talked about so many. I'm lost.
Yeah.
He says, "Yep." Okay. Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've watched all. I've literally just finished rewatching all of Yu Yu Hakusho.
I rewatched it a couple years back, but yeah, I think that's another one I'm gonna go back and just rewatch again.
It's one of those animes like like I have to go back and
you enjoy it so much.
Yeah, it's so good. Everything should still be on Hulu. But if not, I believe Funimation is the one who has it, right?
It might be. Oh, I hardly get on it anymore since the merger with Crunchyroll.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
I'm still paying for it, but
yeah. Yeah, no. If I remember correctly, Hulu should have it all, and if not, it's got to be Funimation or Crunchyroll because of the merger. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Oh, nope. Yeah, no, I don't know where it would be now because that's where I finished watching it was Hulu because Hulu had everything. Yeah. The dub, the sub, the whole thing.
That's where I rewatched it. I think I was using your account when I rewatched it. I'm already paying for too much. I don't want to pay for another
streaming site. I don't know what's going on with the streaming services. I'll be honest with you. I've noticed a lot of the libraries on most of the streaming services have disappeared. And I don't know what's going on because my nephew... I was trying to show my nephew... Persona 4, the animation, and all they're showing is Persona 4 the Golden. Like, the animation has just disappeared. I can't find it on Hulu, can't find it on Crunchyroll, can't find it on Funimation. And it's a Funimation show, so it's like, it just disappeared.
But usually they do those cycles where, they'll take some episodes off and they'll throw some episodes in. And so, like, they'll be gone for quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually they'll cycle right back.
To be honest, they may just be rotating stuff right now, so I would just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out because I know everything I at least know the whole season was on Hulu at one point, and if it's not there, they're rotating stuff.
But it's kind of like Netflix with Bleach. Like they only have like the first 2 seasons, I think.
I think they've got a few more seasons, but they don't have it completed on Netflix, which is weird.
It's probably like a contract issue.
Yeah, no, there's some weird stuff going on with streaming. Mm-hmm. I heard Verve is even being absorbed by Crunchyroll at this point,
which I thought was a part of them anyways.
I think they're just.
I thought they were.
I don't know. I don't know if they're just collapsing like the app just to just straight Crunchyroll at this point, which makes more sense. But you know, yeah, I hate when they do that crap. It makes things hard to find, especially when you're recommending it.
It's like when we were talking about Hajime no Ippo.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of the ones like they just cycled back, so like that's been gone forever.
Yeah, you could not find it anywhere for the longest time.
You can only see like season 2, which was dumb. Like I don't want to see season 2. I want to see season 1. I don't know what's going on over here.
Mm-hmm. My nephew also says One Piece, the first opening. And the thing is, he has no idea how right he is because he's only like 300 episodes in. He's working his way through, but like occasionally they always bring back that first opening.
Yeah,
it'll forever be just that iconic.
Oh, dude, it definitely is. Like when you hear the first opening, it just takes you back. Like it's nostalgic.
Oh yeah, like anybody who's watched One Piece, like especially like me and you have watched all through it. Like you're like, man, I haven't heard the first opening in a bit, and then they just bring it back out of nowhere. Like they just re-air it. It's like, and it's a more updated version too.
Yeah.
Again, one of the most iconic anime openings. Anybody's gonna tell you that One Piece opening right off the bat the second they hear it. Or as another one of our friends would say, all One Piece openings are God tier. I don't fully agree with that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, but hey, I give you credit. If you want to die on that hill, I'll let you die on that hill.
ID Invaded. Have you ever watched?
I've not watched ID Invaded. I know about it, and I hear good things about it. It is on the list.
Yeah, that's another Funimation one. I think you can find it on Crunchyroll now because of the merger, but that one is one of the rare few animes that have both a good opening and ending. Like they are great. They fit the anime perfect. Full of energy and all that. Like it's so rare to find an anime that has a good opening and ending, because most of the endings, like we talked about earlier, just kind of like lackluster. Like they're just smooth. Like they're trying to calm you down. Like I don't want to be calmed down.
You know who has a really good ending, and I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. Spy Family's ending.
Well, I've seen season 1. I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Yeah, Spy Family's ending is just so good. The ending theme is the animation is so good. It's just not. It's winding you down, but the show's not a high action type anime, anyways. But it's like the ending is like almost through the eyes of Anya, so it makes it like more interesting. And it's like, yeah, I can kind of see this.
ReZero's opening, dude.
Like
ReZero, starting life in another world.
Both of those openings, but that first one is just so good. Like it's telling you everything that the anime is going to be, and you have no idea yet.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched ReZero, get on that.
Oh, definitely, you're gonna love that.
Get on that one. It's an isekai, but it's damn, is that not just a good show?
It is a good show.
Did I spit on you or what?
No. You better not. No, it was like I got itchy here.
I was hoping I didn't. I didn't feel like anything came out. But you were like, as soon as I accented on the word teasing things, you're like, wait.
Ugh. To you too.
Also, for anybody who doesn't know, ReZero did get its announcement for a third season, so we are getting a third season here soon. So be on the lookout for that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we got a confirmation on that third season.
Nice.
Do you want to know another one of my favorite anime openings? Assassination Classroom. Especially the last opening, the fourth OP. Bye Bye Yesterday. It's just like a perfect encompass to a final season. And the art style shows like it's pretty interesting. It shows like the beginning of what the characters were and to what they are kind of now. through these like bubbles that pass through them. So it's so good, and it's just a great encompass of what we started with and what we're ending with now.
Yeah. Looks like your nephew saying Konosuba.
I did not know he watched Konosuba.
Are you old enough to be watching that?
I mean, he's almost in high school.
Yeah, all right. I was watching way worse stuff than that.
Don't be telling him that.
Way before high school. Oh, but yeah, Konosuba, that they actually do have like a good opening. I do love their opening.
I just love the miserable dance.
And you see all 4 of them doing the dance. Yeah.
Just a thumbs up.
Oh man, that's great.
I love Konosuba too. It's so funny.
Man, there's so many good intros.
There's so many good intros. Again, it's very hard to find for me, it's hard to find a good ending because I don't know if it just has more to do with my taste in like music, but it's definitely hard for me to like a good ending theme.
Yeah. Crying Freeman was my first I shouldn't be watching this anime. Oh, dude.
You know what anime is the worst? Anytime you're watching anime and then anybody from your family, including parents, walk in and it's just
it always has to be on the one scene that just doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right at all.
Or they're making like weird noises. You know how like anime girls do that
do the noise.
Overly high pitched. No, I'm not doing the noise. You do the noise. Go ahead. Do the noise.
Oh, beautiful. I got no shame.
No, dude. You should have a little. Naruto has some good openings, like more than one. Like Go, Bluebird.
Oh, yeah. Like, we were talking before this, and the first question I asked him when I sat down was, how many Bleach openings do you have on that list?
All of them.
All of them.
They're all good, dude. There's hardly a bad Bleach opening.
They're just those are almost fucking god tier openings because it's hard to find one that is just like straight out just bad. They're all like decent in their own in their own each way, but there's some like what is it? Good Morning, or always forget the dang name. It's the third opening, or is it Wake Up?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to cycle through all the openings just to find it.
But either way, if you guys ever just get the time, just go watch some Bleach openings. They're really good.
Yeah, you can find plenty of videos on YouTube where they have all the openings just in one video.
I do not doubt that you guys will love those ones.
Oh, Kevlar said DBZ. DBZ, I enjoy both the Japanese version and the Chala, head chala. The Japanese version, and of course, Rock the Dragon. Like, who does not love Rock the Dragon?
I think we know Rock the Dragon. So, here's the thing I say about DBZ. Like, I will forever love the original voice actors for Kakarot and all of them, just because I love it. But when I go to the when I first started watching the Japanese version, I was just blown away by like how high pitched Kakarot was. It threw me for
so high pitched. But, it's also like I forget her name, like his voice actor. I forget her name, but she's like an old woman.
She's an old woman, yeah.
Respectfully.
But hey, she screams it every time.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I give her credit.
She's got vocals. I would have done fried all my vocals.
Like, it threw me off when I first heard it. I was like, that is not my Kakarot that I remember.
That is not my Goku. I don't know which one that one is. That's a child. That's a man-child. Which Goku is supposed to be anyways, just like a man-child.
Yeah, no, like, it grew on me, but yeah, it always throws me off every time I hear it.
I definitely prefer the dub when it comes to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, and if you...
Just the series in general.
If you ask me which opening I'd prefer, I'd always say Rock the Dragon. Dragon.
Rock the Dragon. Dragon Ball Z.
And
with the freaking guitar just shredding, dude.
Yeah, just shredding. Like, that's literally... You watch people headbang to that.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh man, Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh yes.
I know you don't like the anime itself.
It doesn't matter whether I like the anime or not.
Opening.
I will forever say that opening for Tokyo Ghoul is single-handedly like one of the best anime openings around.
Oh yeah, dude. It got super popular super fast.
The vocal range on that who I can't even think of their name. Whoever it is, I want to say guy, but then I don't think it's a guy, but then I want to say girl, and I'm not 100% sure if it's a girl. You could never know for sure. It's just like, yeah, no, that range that they have for that whole song, where they start really low, work their way up with a crescendo, and then they just blast it out and just hit you. It's so amazing.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I don't have that range, and I wish I did.
I have no type of range. But if you hear me while I'm showering, I will sing my heart out.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It sounds like a dead animal.
I can hit low. I can hit lows a lot, but I can't hit those, like, once you get to, like, that mid-high, it's just really hard to... They hit that low and then go high, like, effortlessly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy... I almost screwed that up, too, when I said effortlessly. Words, I know them.
That's the same thing when I said I met Bart. Oh, yeah, Bart Simpson. Yeah, another female VA. And she's good. Like, it's hard. It's funny to see, like, when you find out that Bart's VA is a woman.
Yeah.
Because you're just not expecting it, like, when you don't know.
Yeah, when you don't know it, like, it just hits you out of nowhere. It's like, oh, never would have guessed.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network was awesome. Opening was awesome.
Yeah. Cartoon Network had a bunch of anime openings that were pretty good.
I mean, just Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network songs.
Toonami.
Yeah. Just had just good, just music in general, you know?
Attack on Titan. That first opening, like when you hear it.
Yes. It's, I don't, the fun thing about Attack on Titan, you could play almost any opening from that show, and anybody can tell you that those are Attack on Titan openings. They're all straight bangers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when Rumbling first came out, I don't think I could escape it. Everybody was, like, even non-anime watchers were listening to the Rumbling. Like, it was just everywhere. You could not escape that opening for the life of you.
Yeah, that was like... the Demon Slayer opening, season 1.
Oh, yes.
The opening was everywhere, dude. You could not get away from it.
You could not. And again, I'd listen to them, don't get me wrong.
No, I contributed to the problem. Like, I had it on repeat in my car, windows down, just
again, we are the problem.
Yeah. We acknowledge we're the problem.
But yeah, you were not escaping it. Like, it's amazing to see.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Opening 3 or 4. I'm trying to remember 3 or 4. It's hard to remember them sometimes because I skip the opening a lot of the times because animes have gotten really clever and they hide exactly what's going to happen that season in the entire intro. Like, a minute and a half will tell you what's going to happen over the next 20 episodes. And so I skip them sometimes. I just don't remember to listen to them.
You know what I find funny? Because I like, just like anime openings, like just like waifus, you have your seasonal waifus, and then you have, like, your true waifu. I find the same truth can be said about anime openings. Like, you got your seasonal anime openings that you love and you're going to like, and you listen to them. But then you got your true and tried classics.
You go back to Mommy. There's Dami Mommy.
Yeah.
Like, you're okay for now. I love you. But I love her more, and I'm going to go back to her once you're over.
It's like, you're great to listen to, and I enjoyed you while you're around. Damn, is that not...
This is it.
This is what I'm looking for. Like, oh man, like Chase You, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. Chase You is one of those songs that I will never stop listening. I go back to that shit all the time. That and Great Days.
Great Day? Oh, I love Great Days. It's got like a disco-y type of feel to it.
Right? You know what's fun is just watching people on YouTube react to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure openings, and then watching because they watch them all, but they go to those YouTube clips where it also shows the altered last episode ending or last episode opening where they have that sound effects or something going on.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, no, I love it watching them like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go and watch the episode and they're like, you sons of bitches.
We were talking about Shield Hero earlier, but Shield Hero as well has really good openings. Both openings for season 1.
Dude, Rise.
Which is great.
Oh, I love it.
Rise is great. I think the other one was Faith.
Faith, yes.
Faith. Yeah, those 2 songs are bangers, dude. I love those songs.
Overlord?
Overlord has some really good songs. Cloudatonia was the very first song, the very first opening for... hit me with it again. Dang, what was the name of the show?
Overlord.
Thank you.
I thought you were asking for the anime opening, so I was like,
no.
what?
Cloudatonia.
Overlord.
Overlord, there you go. See, this is what that means.
Okay.
You stared at me again.
I just thought you went stupid and forgot what it was.
I did. Oh, no, not the second time. I just wanted to see if you, caught on.
I thought we established I'm not the smart one in this.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing much better, as we just saw.
Is this why we can't have nice things?
This is why we can't have nice things. Digimon was the American version anyway for the first season. Of Digimon,
oh man, but I like
Digimon.
both. I like both of them, but man, I will forever remember the original Digimon.
Oh yeah,
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
When I was little and I was watching that, my lyrics were Digimon Garlic
champions.
So I'm not the only one?
No, like me and the guys at Hatters who play Digimon, that is legitimately what we talk about. We're like, all right, time for the, like, when we're playing, we're like, time for the Garlic champions. And there's one guy there, he's like, that's not what it says. That's what I heard.
Right? Dude, that's so... I can vouch for your non-intelligence. Well, you spelled intelligence wrong, so I can vouch for yours as well.
Oh man, I'm gonna call you out by name, and I'm gonna do it. My friend Darren was telling me how stupid I was because I asked him, "How do you spell stupid?" Because I just had a moment, and then he was like, "How do you not know how to spell stupid? It's S-T." And I was like, that's what I thought.
All right.
Don't you ever call me out like that again.
Hey man, we all have those moments.
Like, legitimately, like, there are just some moments that we just go blank and I don't understand it.
But
it's like in a test when you get asked a question in person and you're like, I know the answer, and then it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, what's it called? With L and light. I said L, like, there you go, L. This is my left hand, so that makes an L. Death Note. Death Note has great openings as well.
Oh my god, I was about to make fun of you so hard. Like, I was like, give him a moment, let's see if he gets there.
Don't make me write your name in the Death Note. I'll do it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you got to get by a list.
Death Note. Like, my intelligence is slowly draining. The closer I am to you, the more it goes. That's your superpower, just draining just intelligence.
Shit, no, I thought it was just fucking taking all the fucking nice air in the room because I'm a heater.
That too, it is getting hot. Are you the reason it's getting hot?
I don't know, probably.
Oh my god, dude.
Because I have, like, I'm just a personal heater.
Mm-hmm.
I have like, the air in my house better be at 68 and not a single decimal higher.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Death Note. I really loved. I love both of them, but the second opening.
Mm-hmm. I think, as much as I like the first opening, I think I love the second opening much better.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that just probably because of our music taste.
Yeah, probably because I mean they start off with a guitar,
mm-hmm.
and then they just drop with that nasty growl,
mm-hmm.
and I'm yes, that's it. That's what I want. That guttural. Like it was sick, dude. I loved it.
My nephew also says The Promised Neverland. I love the first opening.
I cannot remember the opening to that. I'm trying and I just can't.
Oh,
okay, yeah, okay.
I knew you'd get it off of that. Yeah, no, I love that first opening. I'm still salty on how much they just gave up on the second season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so mad about that because the manga is so good, and they just decided to say, hey, screw the rest of the anime. Let's just get to the end, just so we don't have to continue working on this for 3 or 4 more seasons.
Yeah,
I was so mad about that. They skipped over like the plot, the details of the world, the way the government worked. Like they just went over it all and just skipped it all and just said, "Fuck it."
Okay, I had another dumb moment. What's the anime with the animals? Man, I can't remember. Netflix.
Beastars?
Beastars. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe my superpower is taking you because you're just blanking on all the anime right now.
I know. My girl's going to punch me in the face later because that's one of her favorites. The opening.
Both Beastars openings are just... And I want to know if that's actually like claymation type style that they're doing, or if that's full on just like hardcore animation that they're doing to make it look like that type of style.
Yeah.
Either way, they're both fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, she's always jamming out to the opening songs when we're in her car.
No doubt. I don't see why not, because both of them
are good.
They're both jamming out type fucking songs.
Yeah, I don't even have it on my playlist yet, but I need to because they are good.
Taking over time. Yeah, no, I love it.
Bleach's first opening, I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah, so
that's
like
another one of those.
You can ask me the name of these songs, and 9 times out of 10, I'm never gonna know them. I can tell you which anime and what opening they're from. What was it? I think I saw this TikTok. It was like, "Hey, what are you listening to?" And he said, "Rise by Lisa." Yeah, but where's it from? It's just had to give him the anime.
Yeah, but what anime is it from? Yeah, you know, 9 times out of 10, if you're listening to a Japanese song, it's probably an anime opening or ending.
At least for us, that's like true. But there are some that aren't. You know, that I listen to.
I've ventured out a lot just because Japanese music is really good. Like J-Rock is really good.
Oh, I know both of us listen to Baby Metal.
Baby Metal,
yeah,
that's another one. They're just good. It's good music to listen to. I'm always jamming them in the car. Orange. Thank you.
At Pokemon Indio. Indio.
You're draining your own.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Enough of that.
Oh, you want to know like the most recognized anime opening? Even for people who I know for a fact who have never watched anime would recognize it. Your Lie in April's opening.
Oh my god, dude! Yes.
There's nobody on TikTok who has not heard that that anthem, but they could probably not tell you what it's from. But that is so recognizable.
Yep.
Like, oh, I can't even think of the name of it right now. But yeah, no, it's.
I'm blanking, dude.
Man, like when it was on TikTok, I think I said to myself like 5 times, like, what is this from? I know this opening. And then it like clicked after a couple minutes, like, yep, Your Lie in April. There's an anime if you want to cry.
You remember Noragami? Hey Kids, that opening? I loved that opening, dude.
That is one that I always go back to every now and again, just jam out to. I love the animation style that they do for that opening too. Inuyasha, yes. Opening and the ending.
One. Their endings are always good too.
Now, here's the question. Is the ending good because we woke up to it every night? Or is the ending good because it's actually good?
I don't know. I don't know. The one we woke up to.
Is it the nostalgia goggles or...
I don't know. I just remember waking up, hearing the song, and Sesshomaru's flying, and the little, whatever boa he has hanging off of him is like deep red.
Yep.
I just see him flying through the sky. Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, when does he have that ability? He's in space flying. When did they ever show that? Because I missed that episode.
Oh, no, 100%.
But yeah, their openings and endings are good, too. I really do enjoy them.
Sometimes I gotta be like, when I talk to myself, I'm just like, is this nostalgia, or is this because I actually like it?
It could be both.
I accept both, and ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. I gotta think about it sometimes, though. Have you watched Your Boy Komeng?
No.
You have not seen that one?
Mm-mm.
It's on High Dive for anybody who doesn't have a High Dive subscription. It is on there. Or, get it legally. But yeah, no, definitely check out that anime. It's it is always want to say the opening's called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but that's literally not what it is. But the naming is the whole name is like similar to that. Mm-hmm. It's like Ching Ching Bang, something like that. Really similar. That's why I always want to do that. But that opening is just so stupidly fun. Definitely check out Your Boy Komang. It is a fun anime with some really good music throughout the entire anime.
Kiss of Death. That's the opening for Darling in the Franxx. It's not like a wild, rocky poppy type of anime opening. It's kind of like mellow, but it's really nice, and I really do enjoy that too.
Now I'm surprised that you haven't said Dead Man's Wonderland.
Oh yeah, Dead Man Wonderland. Another great opening.
Oh my god!
I used to listen to that thing on repeat all the time. I like burned myself out on it to a point where like if it comes on my playlist, I'll just skip it. I was like, I like you, but I don't want to hear you right now.
Yeah, it's like we gotta let it simmer for a bit before we come back.
Like I must have heard that song like a couple hundred times in a row.
Oh, it's so good though.
But it is good.
By the way, any song by the One Piece Red film? Yeah, those are all good songs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about it, but we have to talk about Bleach #1.
Number 1. Yeah.
It's not an opening.
Not opening number 1, just Bleach. It's called number 1.
Number 1. That is so synonymous with Ichigo himself. I love it.
It's rarely played, but it's played at the right moments in the anime.
Right, like as we get further into the show, man, does it just like disappear. But like with, I don't know if you watched the 1,000 Year Blood War.
I have not seen that part yet.
They brought it back, and I said, yes, this is what we needed.
Yeah, dude, that is. Oh my god, those vocals just get you hyped. If you wanna see some action, gotta be the center of attraction. Oh, dude, that is a great song.
Oh, I love it.
Not an opening, but it deserves its spot on the list.
Like it's not an opening, but it goes on the list regardless. I don't care what anybody says.
By the way, her name is, I think it's Ado. The woman who sang all of the soundtrack for One Piece Red.
Was it?
Ado? I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's her name. It's a literal A, D, and O.
For those who don't like the Japanese, Amelie on YouTube has also did a vocal for the English covers of the openings, in case you guys want to check that out.
I have heard those. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. I think her VTuber name goes by Monarch. Amelie, or I think her YouTube name is actually Lian Lai. So definitely check her out. She does a lot of good covers. And spoilers, we didn't spoil anything yet. Did we?
I don't think so.
I swear we didn't.
Unless he's talking about the number 1 song when you said they bring it back in 1,000 Year Blood War. Full Metal.
We got Kat says Flyers.
Flyers is a good one.
From, what is it, Death Parade?
Death Parade.
Yes. Everybody, put your hands up.
Yeah, that was another good one. That was another one that I played constantly.
I think because I think you were living with me at that time too, so we both killed each other. We both killed each other on that song because we were playing that stuff all the time. Yep. Now, I see you put Full Metal Alchemist. Now, is it Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? We got to clarify. Because I think, in my opinion, Full Metal Alchemist has its one good opening, while Brotherhood, I think, hits all the good openings.
And I can't remember them right now, but I know there was some I liked from Full Metal.
Yeah,
and I was going to bring that up too earlier, but I can't remember what they are now.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, he said Brotherhood. Good. I taught you well. Dude, Rain from Brotherhood. Oh, I love that one.
Let's see. I got a couple here. Socks.
Yes, I know exactly which one that one
Socks.
is.
SOX. What anime is it from? I forget the name.
Inoshiki, A World Without...
A World Without... What is it?
I always forget the rest of it, but I know it's Inushiki, something like that. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that's the only way I can say
I'm
it.
pretty sure you are, but yeah.
But
A World Without Perversion or something like that.
Yeah. Basically, in the world, there's like no perverted things allowed.
Yeah. Like porn is banned. You can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like they're literally having to like find like old magazines.
They literally have a collar that detects whenever you even like look at the stuff
or like get horny or anything. Like it detects it and just goes off. That's another kind of like, I wouldn't say it's necessarily fan service.
Oh, but its ending is so good too.
The ending's great too. Yeah.
SOX. Like I love it.
Like one of the episodes, the ending shows you instruction per instruction on how to create a. Oh man, how do I say that?
It's
one of those rubbery things that you insert.
Yes.
If you're a female.
Yes.
Or a guy. I mean, I guess they're for everybody. Not for me, but they're for everybody who wants them.
They did 2 episodes. They one where they showed toys for men, and they also did one for women.
Yeah.
They did both. I remember that. Oh man, I love that.
Yeah, but yeah, they give you like instruction per instruction on me and Kat wrote them down once and we were gonna try it. But we never did. We never did try it. I think we just forgot.
I'm so sad that you guys never did.
No. It was like, I think it was like cornstarch and whatever and blah blah blah.
It's just made out of household objects that you can. But the fact that you could do it though is what's...
And that's why we were gonna do it, but I thought we never did, and it's lost somewhere in there. She said both FMA. I remember both of them having an opening I liked, so I don't remember which one goes with which.
I know from just from regular FMA, I know I initially liked the first opening, and I really liked that one, but I cannot remember the other 2, and that's how I know they didn't have a good impact on like what I remember. Right. So I always considered one of them really good. For Brotherhood, I remember all of them. So.
I Shield 21.
Oh,
they had some good songs.
I Shield 21,
Be a Survivor, and
Be a Survivor isn't even like one of the openings. That's
just one of the songs that are in the show, but it gets you hyped.
Yeah, I think I told him too. I was like, when you hear the song, you're gonna know you love the show at that point.
Yeah, that's another one like number 1 that deserves a spot on the openings list, even though it's just a song in the anime. It's just a part of the soundtrack.
Yeah. Specifically from I Shield 21, I think it was the 4th opening. I think it's called Touchdown actually, because it's the season where they're facing off the dragons, the unbeatable team. Yeah. And I loved that season, and that opening in particular was just so good. Shows the desperateness of like the team that they're facing.
Yeah. Oh, Ready, Steady, Go. That was Ready. Yeah, that's one of the Full Metal openings. That, yeah, I remember now. It took me a while. Someone had to jog my memory. But yeah, I love that one. That one is also on my playlist. It's funny that I can't remember it.
Heartspell from Heaven's Lost Property.
Oh, Heaven's Lost Property, yeah. When they do the ring, 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 ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Man, there's so many.
Yeah, no,
and
like
what's upsetting is like there's not enough time in the show to like lay them all out there.
Like
even if we dedicated the full hour to openings and endings, it would take way longer.
Like if we could upload some of these for y'all and just show them in their entirety,
without
getting like copyright claimed, I would, and I'd love to show them all to you because each one of these have great animation and everything to go along with it. And I think
there's one law that protects. It's like for like reviewing, ain't it?
Yeah.
There's like a certain copyright law, but I think even still you'd have to like fight it with.
Yeah, Twitch. You have to fight it with.
Like this is reviewing, and it falls under this law.
Because you have to commentate over it as well. It makes it difficult, and you got to fight it, and you got to sit there and be like, no, it's commentating over it. It's a review critic type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you guys could listen to them like as we were talking about them, so you could understand what we were saying. But either way, I mean, here's the show. Go back and rewatch it later. Look them up.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'll definitely throw some up there on the socials like Twitter and Instagram. That way, y'all can look it up easier.
Yeah, no, we definitely have to get a list and post it on Twitter and just like check these out. Hell's Paradise is opening. Is one of the seasonal animes that are currently out right now, and its opening, you gotta admit, was just beautifully animated. It is an artistic piece in all in itself.
Yeah, you showed me like right before the show started. Mm-hmm. It's really good. I love the animation. I love the song.
It doesn't spoil anything. Mm-hmm. It showed you nothing, didn't it?
No, not really. No, well, not that I know of, anyway.
Yeah, no way you would have known. You know, it's that is just how good an opening like that is.
That anime is what, like 2-3 episodes in?
2 episodes right now. Yeah, comes out coincidentally every Saturday.
Oh, there you go. Watch it, then watch us.
Yeah, watch it, then watch us, and we can talk about it.
But yeah, damn, it's 9:30, dude. We've been doing this for like an hour and a half now.
I know, we were on politics, and now on Japanese politics, and now we've come this
politics, culture. We got way off topic there for a second. Sorry for that, guys. We just trail off sometimes.
I mean, got it sometimes, you know. Gotta just go that way.
Got it sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
Put that on a t-shirt. Got it sometimes.
You know what? One of these days, I'm just gonna be cocky and just put a cherry in my mouth and just go.
All right, guys. Well, I guess that's our time. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate y'all coming and looking. If you haven't followed already, throw us a follow. It'll help us out in the long run, and it's free to follow. It's always free to follow.
Always free. Let us know what you guys like from recent seasons, past seasons of anime openings. If you think we may like an ending, send it our way, because we are not a big fan of endings. Mm-hmm. Definitely. You can send it to the Final Flash Twitter. Mm-hmm. We got TikTok. All the socials. Send it our way. Come find us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Once again, huge shout out to Blood by Design for the opening and ending music to our show. Speaking of opening and endings. Mm-hmm. We really do. I love their music. I love that heavier metal type of music. So, it vibes with me. And
yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. I'm the same. I like very heavy type music. Yeah. I think that's why a lot of our anime... I think that's why Bleach is like our entire list. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But, alrighty, guys. It's been fun. Have a good time. Stay anime. And we'll see you later.
Your name, but that is how slow I have been slain.